Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to explain experiment 3, which is to write an ALP in ARM assembly programming to find the factorial of a number. So first let me create the project, new microvision project. Then here I'll give a name for the project 3. Save. Here select legacy device, search for LPC2148, click on the device, OK, no, then go to file, new. Here you need to type your program. So this is my program, okay, to find the factorial of a number. Save. Yes, here I'm going to name the file as program3.asm. Next, what I need to do is I need to add the program to the project. Add existing files. Program 3, add program 3. Click on add. Oh, it's added. Close. Okay, program 3.asm is added. Now you need to right click on target, options, here use microlib. OK. Now project, build target. Yes, 0 errors, 0 warnings. Now debug. Let's debug the program. Okay. So here this is the reference address. Control C, go to memory. Yes, already it is there. Okay, now LDR R0, lookup. So let's execute instructions one by one. What is lookup? Is actually this address. So you're loading register R0 with that particular address, which is 0x4 followed by 6 zeros, as you can see. Next, LDRB. B stands for byte. You're going to load a byte. Byte means one location. Okay, so from this location let me store some, let's say 404. This is the number for which I want to calculate the factorial. So whatever value is there at the location pointed by R0, which is 4, will be loaded to register R1. Since it is LDRB, will be loading only a byte. So 4 is loaded to register R1. Next, move R2, R1. What is going to happen now? R1, what is there in R1? 4 will be loaded to register R2 also. Next, add R1, R1 minus 1. That is, we are going to subtract 1 from 4. How much remains? R1 becomes 3. Okay. Next, you are comparing R1 with 0. Whether R1 is 0? No, R1 is not 0. If R1 is 0, then you know what is the factorial of 4. That means you have reached the last step, but we are still in the first step. Okay, so when this comparison succeeds, what we do? We go out of the loop. So when R1 becomes 0, right now R1 is 3. When R1 becomes 0, you jump out of the loop. So here up is representing the label which I assigned for the loop. Okay, next. So if R1 is 0, I jump to this particular label. That's what this particular instruction is indicating. Next, mul R3, R2, 1. What is there in R2? 4. What is there in R1? 3. So you are performing 4 into 3. You know, 4 factorial is nothing but 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Right now I am multiplying 4 with 3. In the next step I will be multiplying with the 2. In the next step I will be multiplying with 1. Like that it proceeds. So R2, R1, 4 into 3 is how much? 12. But 12 is represented as C in hexadecimal. 12 is represented as C in hexadecimal. Okay, so 4 into 3 is 12. which is nothing but C in hexadecimal, which is stored in register R3. Next, move R2, R3. That is, whatever is there in R3 is moved to R2. So R2 also becomes C. Next, branch B means branch. You go back to label up. So control comes here. So add. You are subtracting once again. Now what is there in R1? 3. So 3 minus 1 becomes 2. Still it is not 0. So comparison is not going to succeed. That means there is no branch. You go to the next instruction, which is mul. What are you going to do? What is there in R2? C. C means it is nothing but 4 into 3, 12, which is already done. So right now you are going to multiply C with the 2. That is, R2 is multiplied with R1. C into 2. What is 12 into 2? It is 24. 24 in hexadecimal is represented as how much? 1, 8. So now R3 should become 8. Now R3 should become 1, 8, which is 12 into 2, 24, which is nothing but 1, 8 in hexadecimal. Now what I do? Whatever is there in R3, I am storing back in R2. R2 also becomes 1, 8. Next, B up, branch up. R1, you are going to subtract once again. R1 minus 1. How much? R1 minus 1 is 2 minus 1. It becomes 1. Now you compare R1 with 0. R1 is still not 0. That means you will not be jumping out of the loop. So you are going to multiply once again. This time what is there in R2? R2 contains 18. 18 you will be multiplying with 1. 18 into 1 is 18. 18 in hexadecimal actually. In decimal how much is it? It is 24. So R3 will remain at 18 again. Move R2, R3. Whatever is there in R3 will be stored in register R2 also. R2 also becomes 18. No change actually. Now go to label up. Now R1 minus 1. What is R1? 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now what happens? Comparison. Comparing 0 with 0. What is there in R1? 0. Comparing 0 with 0. What happens? Branch if equal. This condition is satisfied. Control goes to store. That is, you are going to jumping out of the loop. Store. So here what you are doing? Whatever is there in R2. What is there in R2? 18, which is nothing but the hexadecimal representation of decimal 24, which will be stored at an offset 4 with respect to R0. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you are going to store the factorial of 4. Okay, which is nothing but 18. So this is the end of the program. 18 is nothing but 24 in decimal. So if you check, 4 into 3 is 12, 12 into 2 is 24, 24 into 1 is 24, which is nothing but the factorial of 4. So this is the explanation for the ALP to find factorial of a number. Thank you.